there are still places on Earth that feel untouched by time. Places where the horizon stretches endlessly into the distance. Where ancient dunes rise like frozen waves, sculpted by winds that have been blowing for thousands of years. Where the night sky shines with a brilliance that much of the modern world has forgotten. Our planet is filled with wonders. Towering mountains, vast oceans, and landscapes so extraordinary that they seem almost unreal. Yet some of the most breathtaking places remain hidden from the spotlight, waiting to be discovered. Imagine a land where the desert meets the sea, where wildlife survives against impossible odds, where silence is so profound that you can hear the wind moving across endless plains. This is a place of extremes, a place of mystery, a place that reveals a different side of Africa, one unlike anything most people have ever seen. Today, we're exploring one of the most remarkable and overlooked places on Earth. Welcome to Namibia. If you're fascinated by the mysteries of our world, consider subscribing to The Wonders and stay with us, because this is where the story begins. Namibia is located on the southwestern coast of Africa, a nation larger than Texas but home to only around 3 million people. That makes it one of the least densely populated countries on Earth. In many places, you can travel for miles without seeing another person. But what makes Namibia truly remarkable isn't its size, it's the landscape. Much of the country is dominated by the Namib Desert, widely considered the oldest desert on Earth. Scientists believe some parts of this desert have remained dry for more than 50 million years. Over an immense span of time, wind has sculpted the sand into towering dunes that rise hundreds of feet above the desert floor. Among them is Dune 45, one of Namibia's most famous landmarks. At sunrise, its red sands seem to catch fire beneath the first light of day, creating a scene so surreal that many visitors compare it to another planet. Yet perhaps the most haunting place in Namibia is Deadvlei. Here, ancient camel thorn trees stand frozen in time. They died hundreds of years ago when shifting sand dunes cut off their water supply. The climate is so dry that the trees never fully decomposed. Instead, they remain standing as dark silhouettes against a white clay pan and towering orange dunes. It's one of the most photographed landscapes on Earth, and one of the strangest. But Namibia isn't just a land of deserts. Along its western edge lies the Skeleton Coast, a remote stretch of shoreline where the Atlantic Ocean collides with the desert. Dense fog rolls in from the sea, creating an eerie atmosphere that has challenged sailors for centuries. Scattered along the coast are the remains of shipwrecks, many partially buried by sand and time. These haunting relics gave the region its unforgettable name. Despite the harsh environment, life thrives here in extraordinary ways. Desert-apted elephants roam dry riverbeds in search of water. Lions survive in some of the most unforgiving conditions on the continent. And in certain regions, tiny beetles collect moisture directly from the morning fog, allowing them to survive where almost nothing else can. perhaps that's what makes Namibia so captivating. At first glance, it seems empty, harsh, unforgiving. But look closer, and you'll discover a world filled with resilience, beauty, and life. A place where nature has spent millions of years shaping landscapes unlike anywhere else on Earth. In a world that often feels crowded and connected, Namibia remains something increasingly rare, a place that still feels wild. A place where silence speaks louder than words, and a reminder that some of Earth's greatest wonders are found far from the places most people think to look. From the towering dunes of the Namib Desert to the haunting shores of the Skeleton Coast, Namibia is a reminder that some of Earth's greatest wonders still lie far beyond the places we know best. It's a land shaped by time, forged by nature, and defined by a beauty that feels almost impossible to describe. And perhaps that's the true magic of exploration. The more we discover about our world, the more we realize how many wonders are still waiting to be found. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Until our next adventure, keep wondering, keep exploring, and keep looking beyond the horizon. We'll see you in the next wonder.